Thanks for joining us on Black Investments Matter. I'm Antoine Anderson. Today we're talking Google Sheets. We're going to show you how to use the two commands that will allow you to create a unique ID for your invoices, as well as create an automatic submittal date and due date on every invoice, so you don't have to go that extra step in typing them in manually. I love free software no matter what, and when I come up across a new trick, or actually an old trick that I can share with anybody that's using this, something that can streamline your workflow and allow you to make your stuff presentable so you can take out some of the errors before they can even be made, this will help you out tremendously. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get right to it. From the top, select your Google Apps, which is the chevrons here. Scroll down till you find Google Sheets. Go to the template gallery. Select an invoice. Now, they have multiple invoices out there. You can create your own, but this will work anytime. So let's go ahead and select it. Now, first thing we want to do is change the invoice date so that it is automatically updated to the current day that you're on. I'm going to first select that field, and if you notice here in the spreadsheet, these fields are merged. Let's unmerge them. We selected the field and we go over to the unmerge icon, which is here. I hit the drop down menu and unmerging. Additionally, we're in this field. Let's get rid of this extra verbiage. We don't need that date anymore. All right, so all gone. Let's move this arrow a little bit further so that now we've got this clean field that we're going to put our first function in. We're going to call this one the now function. Equal now. Close paren. Enter. What you get is a date and time field, complete down to the second, but we don't need the seconds on our invoice. So let's select that field and go to format, number, and select the date that's most appropriate for our sheet, and that would be it. Let's go ahead and change that size back. Automatic. No matter how many times you open and close this sheet, it'll give you the current date that you're on. Let's now turn our attention to the invoice number. Again, this is another text field. Let's change that, and we're going to use the same command. I'm going to change it to the now command. Now, let's change that format so it looks more like an invoice number. Select the column. We select format, number, and let's do custom number format. This one, I'm not going to put the seconds and dates on there. Let's just go ahead and use this one. It looks kind of invoicey. Apply. And now those seconds that you use are represented as a number. So any invoice that you get on the third month of the year 2024 is going to get a unique number. And anytime you update it, let's just do a refresh on this page and watch that invoice number change. It's a pretty cool feature, pretty nice little hack that you can apply, and it'll save you a whole lot of time and worry, because now your dates are going to line up and you're going to have this invoice number to backdate any invoice that comes up into question. Now, finally, what if you're doing net 30 on your payments for your invoice? That's when you give the customer 30 days to pay. Well, we can change the due date by using a separate command. And that command is edate. So let's go here. Let's erase this information here. Type in edate. Colon start date? Well, the start date is going to be what? Our submitted date, when we submitted the invoice. So let's select that field. And since this information is always going to come from that field, we're going to do something called absolute cell referencing. That's just when you put a $ in front of the column and row file, next, comma. It gives you a tutorial of sorts. How many months is the next field? All you're going to do is put in the number 1 and close parentheses. Hit enter, and look at that. It's exactly 1 month away. Now we can doctor it up. Let's change the color, make it red so they know. Let's make it bold. Let's change the font to impact or something noticeable. And that's it. Unique invoice number, submittal date, and net 30, all with 2 commands. As of tonight, we are literally 35 watched hours away from being able to apply for monetization. I am so thankful for each and every one of you guys for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and keep this content going. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll talk to you very, very soon.